Hi, welcome to another food vlogging series. Today I'm going to talk about something very important. One of the questions I get asked the most is, how are you so consistent? Especially when it comes to my Instagram and my TikTok. There was a time where I was posting 2 times a day, and I was able to post 2 times a day the entire month and even several months. Even now that I'm not posting every day, I make sure to post at least 3 or 4 times every week. How am I able to do that even though I have other obligations? I have a second YouTube channel, I have clients that I work for and all of that. This video is not just for food content creators. If you're any kind of content creator here and you're wondering how you can be more consistent, systems you can put in place, how you can plan out your content in advance and batch them so that you can stay consistent, then this video is for you. Let's get right into the video. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe down below. You know me, you know I am a planner, and so the very first thing we are going to talk about in this video is to set clear goals. It's really important for you to have an idea of how many content you want to post every month on your platforms. Which platforms are you even going to be posting on? What kind of content are you going to be posting, and all of that. Having an idea and a plan in place before you start gives you a head start, so that you don't just wing it, or you don't just wake up every morning thinking, what do I want to post? If you want to make this your career, you should treat it as a business. It should have departments, it should have wings, it should have plans, it should have routines. So goal setting is a no-brainer. Set goals. Realistically, looking at my schedule, how many times can I post? I know so many of you have obligations. Some of you are parents, some of you have 9 to 5, some of you are bosses or business owners. There are so many things everybody else is doing. Even if you're a full-time content creator, you don't spend all your time planning, or you don't spend all your time filming content. So you need to have a plan in place about how you want to go about it. Because if your plan is, I want to post 10 times every week, it would help you determine, when am I going to be creating this content, when am I going to be posting it, so that you don't just go and follow somebody because the person is posting every day. You have only 10 content at hand and you post 7 of them in 1 week, and the rest of the weeks you don't have any content to post. That is why planning is essential. That's the first step. Based on what you're doing, if you're a food blogger, there are so many different kinds of content. There are recipe videos, there are vlogs, there are tutorial style videos, there are carousels, there are just plain images. So many different things you can do. You can have a mix of that in your content. And also, you need to set goals on what you want to achieve at the end of the month or at the end of the year. Maybe at the end of the month, you want to be able to reach a certain reach, or you want to be able to post a number of videos, or anything at all. You can even use, the reason why I do not really encourage people to use to set goals on followership, it's because you have no control over how many people follow you or how many followers you get. So if you focus on that, you may get disappointed. Also, when you set goals, you are able to plan content themes and content ideas in advance. So your content looks more thought out and more planned out when you bring it out. For example, if you've planned a theme for the month, it will be a running theme throughout all your content. So somebody who is really paying attention would realize that, okay, there's a running theme in this person's content, and with time people will begin to associate that theme with your kind of content. Now, the second thing we are going to do after we set the clear goals that we want to achieve for a month, for a quarter, for a year, is now to brainstorm. So the reason why the first step is important is that it's going to guide you on even the brainstorming session. If I decide, okay, this month I want to do more budget-friendly recipes for students, or this month I want to do more vlogs, or this month I want to do food documentaries where I go to where food is manufactured and how it is being processed and manufactured. That will give you more ideas when it comes to the brainstorming session, because I already have a theme, I already have a goal that I've set for my content. That is why it's important to not skip the first step. Now, when it comes to brainstorming, do not stop yourself. Do not think, oh, this idea is bad. Allow yourself to think about any ideas at all. And set a timer for, let's say, 15 minutes where you just jot down any ideas that comes into your mind, especially relating to your themes or the ideas that you have planned in advance or you set goals for. At this stage, don't focus on quality, just focus on quantity over quality. When you're done, the next step is now to organize your ideas and research. So at the brainstorming session, don't think about any silly idea. Even sometimes the content that you think, oh, this is silly, when you post it, that's the content that does well. So don't worry about that. Now, once you are done brainstorming the ideas, you're going to organize your ideas. So when you look at what you've written down, you're going to group them into similar topics or similar themes and research on these ideas. So you also go through your brainstorming sheet, and then based on your themes, based on what is most relevant to your audience, what you think they would like more, you organize them, and then now you divide the content. Which ones are you going to be posting in the first week? Which ones are you going to be posting in the second week? Which ones are you going to be posting in the third week? Let's say every week I'm going to post 3 times under these themes, under vlogs, under life as a content creator, under recipe videos. So during research, that's where you come up with more ideas. You come up with different angles to put your content, because maybe you see that, okay, what I want to do, there are so many videos out there on that, how can I make it different? Or during research, you realize that there's a gap, there's something that people are not talking about that you can add to what you're doing. Now you take each individual content idea and research more into it. So you're finding more information, you're finding ways to tell more story, more videos on it that people have done and what you can learn from it. Research is very important. It's a step you are not supposed to miss. Now, the next step, which is very important, is now to create a content calendar. Since you already have an idea of or goals of how many times you're going to be posting, the content themes, now you have the content ideas, you've arranged them or organized them, just put all of that into a content calendar where you have dates, where you have things like the date you're going to be posting them, the time, the channel you're going to be posting, or the page or the social media platform you're going to be posting. I go as far as sometimes adding the captions that I want to add in there, the hashtag, so that when it's time to post, I have everything ready. Or even like if it's videos, I'm now going to script, adding a link to the script of the video. Just, do things that will make your life easier, especially if you're a busy person, so that when it's time, you don't convince yourself out of it because it's too much work to now sit down and film, because you don't even have a script, you don't have anything planned out in advance. There are several tools and apps out there you can use to create a content calendar. There's Google Sheets, there's Notion. Notion is a personal favorite because they have templates that you can use, and there's Trello, there's Asana, there's ClickUp, even Google Docs, normal Microsoft Word and Excel, you can use that, even your notebook. But then we are in the digital world. I would advise you use a digital platform which you can have access to wherever you are in the world, as long as you have internet. Now, finally, based on your plan, based on your schedule and your time available, you're going to batch create your content. So batching is basically setting aside some time and filming everything together. So as I'm here right now, I'm actually filming videos in bulk. And I don't have to film anything like this again for 3 weeks, because these 3 videos is going to be posted once every week. So you find one time or one day or a couple of hours in a day, do all the work, save yourself all the stress. Batching is a great time saving strategy. So set aside different days or different hours in a day to do certain activities. So for example, a day like Monday, I'll set aside an hour or 2 to write all the scripts for the YouTube videos I'll be filming in the week. This will give me more time to come up with a well thought out content, also give me more time to research and generate ideas, and it'll make the video overall more thought out and have more depth. So what I do is I group similar tasks and activities. So I have days where I'll shoot only recipe videos. So I would put together 3, 4, 5 recipe videos I need to post and shoot all of them together. Then I have days that I will shoot sit down videos for YouTube. So because I set aside, let's say, a day on Monday to write all the scripts for YouTube, when I'm ready to shoot, I already have all the things I need and I can just start talking. Then I also have days where I sit down and I edit these footages. So I don't edit the day I shoot. I have days where I put together all the things that needs to be edited, the ones that I need to edit, the ones that my assistant needs to edit, I send it to her. I also start editing mine, and then we are good to go. So maybe throughout the week I might not shoot any content at all, but I may be editing or I may be scripting. And this has really helped me to stay consistent on my Instagram and TikTok page, and even on my new YouTube page. And I've been using this strategy for my Chef Lifestyle YouTube page. That's why you can see more videos frequently now, because I have stuck to this plan and it works. Please subscribe down below, and don't forget to leave this video a thumbs up and a comment if something stood out to you.